We spend a lot of time getting ready for the year. And right before the year starts, when everything seems manageable, like we can handle it, what happens? That's when our sped coordinators come by with all of our IEPs, with all the accommodations that we have to make. So what does this do? When you get those challenges, that's going to add a little bit of weight to the bar. Right, so it's a little challenging, right? We can still manage. Do we need to reach out for help? I can do this. I've taught lots of students with, different types of accommodations before. This is something that I can handle on my own. But then what happens? Then we see a list of all of our ELL learner students. They're going to require some more accommodations for us to make to our lessons to allow them to be able to learn what they need to learn in our class. This is going to add a little more weight to our plate. Can we still manage? Yeah, we can still manage. We wake up in the morning, we might need an extra cup of coffee. We might need an energy drink or two, or four. But we hang on, don't we? Then what happens? Oh, that student, that one that you hear about from previous years? Yes. We all have been traumatized by that one student. I'm going on about 20 years in education, and I have about 5 or 6 students who traumatized me throughout my teaching career, and I will never forget their name or their face. So now you find out that you don't have 1, 2, 3, you might have 4 of these students in your class. Handle it. I'm going to call the parent. I'm going to give them time out, less attention. Right? So just when we get to that point, we find out we have that parent. You know that parent that I'm talking about. The one that comes and calls. Does she email you about the problem? Does she email your assistant principal or your principal about the problem? No. Who does she email about the problem? Yes, that man right up from the top. That's who she emails to. But unbeknownst to her, what he does is he forwards it back to the principal and says, hey, go ahead and take care of this, right? And follow through with it. But still, that's a lot of stress, isn't it? You have an admin team with a principal, assistant principals. You have ELL specialists in your school who can help you design lessons to accommodate these ELL learners. You have a special ed team who can help with, give them a special ed team. That's what they specialize in, is how to reach these kids. How does their learning, or how are they able to learn, and what can we do to ensure that they are learning in the classroom? So when you reach out to your team, when you reach out to your admin team, when you have that difficult parent, When you reach out to your grade level principal or your assistant principals, when you have that difficult behavior problem that just you need some help with, when you reach out to your ELL teachers, asking them for strategies that you can use with these students. And when you reach out to your special education department to help them with students that might have difficulty grasping the material. Wow, look at that. When you work with your team, it's going to be easy for you to carry the load this year.